The disappearance of 19-year-old Kadin Black has left a small York County community baffled. The young man disappeared from Wrightsville last December. Police continue their search, but leads have been few and far between.
As Fox 43's Alyssa Kratz reports, we are now learning new details about criminal charges Kadin was facing just before he vanished.
I have mourned him so many times.
Did he go out for a run and something happened to him? Did he go out to his bosses and, did something with them?
It's been more than 9 months since 19-year-old Kadin Black disappeared from Lower Windsor Township. More than 9 months since Kara Patterson has seen her son.
As a mom, you just keep going through it over and over.
Kadin was last seen Saturday, December 17th, 2022. At the time, he was living with the Faust family on Vicky Lee Drive. Chris Faust says it wasn't out of the ordinary to not hear from Kadin the next day.
Him and my son would normally wake up at 9 at night, and they would go to bed at like 5 in the morning because they would stay up all night playing video games or doing whatever.
Kadin's cell phone last pinged near Old Commons Road in Lower Windsor Township on Sunday the 18th. And on Monday, he was supposed to work a shift at nearby DeLauder's A1 Moving, but never showed up.
I think for the first 2 weeks, I was definitely just like, we've got to find him. He's got to be at somebody's house. He's just got to be somewhere. It doesn't hit you.
Since then, there's been no sign of Kadin.
I mean, not a trace, nothing. Nobody's come forward with any information about, not even seeing him.
There are things that we used to look forward to that I just don't.
Things like Christmas. The holiday was right around the corner when Kadin disappeared.
We had presents already under the tree for Kadin. Kadin's stocking was hung. And I just kept thinking, maybe he's just gonna come through that door, surprise. But he never did.
And as Christmas creeps closer once again, so many questions remain.
I thought in the beginning someone killed him. I now am left with 2 choices, right? That's either what happened, someone did something to him, or he disappeared on his own.
For the first time, Kara is revealing details about criminal charges against her son, stemming from an April 2022 incident where Kadin got into a physical altercation with a school van driver. According to court documents, he tried to switch seats while the van was in motion. The driver pulled the vehicle over on Route 30 in Pelham Township and told him to get off. But Kadin refused, and the two got into a fight.
As a result of that, Kadin was arrested.
Kadin was charged with aggravated assault, strangulation, simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, and a few other offenses. His mother says he was taken to jail and later bailed out. She says Kadin suffered from mental health issues and had recently been diagnosed with autism.
He did tell me, I never want to go back to jail. I don't know what happened to him in there, but you have to think an 18-year-old is a kid. And he's in a prison with grown men.
The York County District Attorney's Office couldn't discuss that incident with us as it's a pending criminal investigation. Kara is now wondering if the arrest has something to do with her son disappearing.
He did have an upcoming court case at the end of January. So now, at this point where I am, I didn't think this was relevant in the beginning when Kadin went missing because his court date was 6 or 7 weeks out, but also maybe it was.
My heart pours out for her. Just feel so bad.
Lower Windsor police declined an on-camera interview, but tell Fox 43 they continue their search for Kadin. The department has utilized drones, helicopters, dive teams, and more. The chief says so far there's no evidence of foul play, and they continue to investigate Kadin's case as a missing person.
I think they're in a tough spot too. I think that they have done a lot. And I think there was a time where I wouldn't have said that.
Authorities have interviewed family, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. They say everyone has been cooperative, but tips have been few and far between.
That's what makes us think now maybe nobody's at fault and something just happened to them. But because just by now, you would think somebody would have come forward.
There's a $5,000 reward for information that leads to finding Kadin. And Kara still believes that day will come.
I think when someone loses a child, they get to go through that once, and I'm sure it's long, and I'm sure it's hard. But the going back and forth with it and not knowing, God, it is hell.
Alyssa Kratz, Fox 43 News.
Now, Kadin's case is still open, but is not considered a cold case. However, there are plenty of unsolved murders and missing people still out there. If you have details of a cold case you'd like us to investigate, email us at coldcase@fox43.com.